Also, Geddy Lee, lead singer of the band Rush, selling off one of the more impressive. I don't even know how to describe all the memorabilia that he has, but he's got quite a few baseballs, jerseys. He got a baseball signed by the Beatles. He's got a Lou Gehrig jersey. He's got a lot of different things. I was reading up on Geddy Lee, and he started this a long time ago, but he's from Canada, I think Ontario, and he just started collecting baseballs, and then he branched out. I mean, hundreds of thousands of dollars. He probably has a collection that's worth over $1 million, but he has a baseball that the Beatles signed, and they signed it after the Shea Stadium live performance. So they're saying somewhere between $100,000 and $300,000 for that baseball. But he's got quite a few of them. Now, I do have a baseball that he might be interested in because he's a Blue Jays fan. And I do have an autographed baseball from that World Series from Mitch Williams, who threw the pitch to Joe Carter, and Joe hit the home run. Joe signed the baseball as well. I don't know how rare that is. We were collectors. Now you're called a hoarder. And I take offense to that. I'm a collector. I'm not a hoarder. I mean...
You?
I'm a collector. Do you think I'm a hoarder? Okay, let's take a vote.
I think collectors usually have some type of focus.
Okay. I don't have any focus, is what you're saying?
Well, I mean, your desk
What?
might imply a lack of focus.
What?
He's being very cautious, like Dan Orlovsky.
Yes, Marvin.
I think the term hoarder depends on the presentation.
Okay.
Like this looks like a collection of stuff. Now, if all this stuff was in your basement, you would look like a hoarder. Like, get rid of some of this stuff.
This is all organized.
That's what I mean.
Look, everything has order here. What, Seton?
So, like, right behind me, you have, I don't know, 300 bobbleheads.
Yeah.
That would be a collection.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah.
That's organized for sure.
Yes.
There are many other areas in the studio, though, that it's like organized via insanity.
Wait. Let me hear.
I don't know that I had anything else to say.
Well, you said that's insanity.
Yeah. Yes.
Am I insane?
I mean, I think it's a sliding scale.
Okay.
I mean, I guess we're all a little insane if you start from that standpoint.
Okay. Do I need an intervention? Seton, do I need an intervention?
A hoarding intervention?
Yes.
It's possible. I think depending on who you were asking.
Okay, I'm asking you.
I don't think you need an intervention because I
Okay.
think it makes you happy.
Yeah.
I don't think you should fool yourself into thinking that it's like a collection, though.
Yes, Todd.
I think you're a borderline hoarder. I've seen those hoarder shows, and as long as you could find your desk and you could find your headphones and your microphone and your chair, then you're safe. Once it starts spilling over where you can't even like live there or be in that environment at all, that becomes a problem. I'm more concerned about your obsessive compulsive need to touch and fix and tilt everything for periods of time than how much stuff you actually have on your desk.
I must be a hoarder because I can't find something nice to say about you. So you see what I did with that, Todd?
Okay.
Yeah.
You're very sensitive.
I
Why do you get like
lost.
that?
I lost that compliment I was going to give you. I can't,
Somewhere on that desk, apparently.
can't find it.
Yeah.
I got so many awesome things here. I got fire departments, police forces who sent in their patches. I got a Tiger Woods golf ball. I got, there's so many great things here. Okay, let's go around the room. Who thinks I have a problem? Todd?
Currently, no.
Just yes or no?
No.
Okay. Seton?
Yes.
Okay. Marvin?
No.
Paulie?
Yes, and I'd like to explain because I haven't spoken yet.
Okay.
I don't think you're a hoarder because that is such a negative word. It's like a mess where it's dangerous and unhealthy.
Yeah.
This is not physically unhealthy. That said, I think two things. Like if I said to you today, I'd like to remove half the stuff from your desk because it would just help the shot or something like that, I don't think you'd be comfortable with that.
No.
Right, but why?
Well, because people tune in. There's so many things here.
Yeah. I think
And every day I change, some of these patches up here from fire departments, police forces around the country. Military people send stuff in. Are you not a patriot, is what you're saying?
No.
That's exactly what I think you're getting at. You don't want me to put these patches
I'm
here.
Pat the Patriot. I'm Mr. Patriot.
Yes, Eden.
You know how sometimes you tell stories about growing up, and if you were the last person to the dinner table, then you didn't get any food?
Yes.
I think that you're psychologically collecting any scrap of food that is in your vicinity.
Fair.
Oh, wow. Oh. Todd jumping in.
Hey, Todd's here.
I do want to say that I think the same number of fans will watch the show whether you have 50,000 things on your desk or nothing. It's not an auction. Oh, let's tune in. I wonder if he's selling the thing with the gold hair and the red shirt guy.
That's Lou Holtz.
I know. I'm just saying, but people that are tuning in aren't like, where did that thing go with the patch? Forget it. I'm not watching this show.
Yeah. Yes, Marvin.
I'm glad you said that because I thought it was Bobby Knight for about 10 years.
Lou Holtz style?
Mm-hmm.
I kind of did too, actually.
Everybody thinks that that's Bob Knight. That's Lou Holtz, a Lou Holtz doll.
From what school?
Arkansas. Another school that he put on probation.
Oh, God.
Yeah.
And won
Yeah.
some games.
No, he won, and then he left,
Right.
and then every school he went to, every school ended up on probation when Lou was done with him. Bob Knight is behind me, that doll behind me over by the fireplace. That's Bob Knight. Yes, Paulie.
I do believe Seton is correct. And I think we discussed this before. When you grow up in a large family without a lot of money, you don't have shirts and shoes, and you have to fight for every scrap. And I bet stuff in your room just went away with your brothers. It was taken, or someone threw out your records, or threw out I think that's a big part of it. Your records were thrown out, or you had to get rid of them, or your baseball cards were thrown out. Now you have this place that's gigantic, and you are the boss of it, and you can put whatever you want, wherever you want, which you couldn't do at Sports Center, by the way. You had a little office there. So I think that's part of it. It's your psychology of how you grew up, and that you constantly like to add things because I think it's fun for you, and you like it. But I also think it's like, it goes back to your childhood, no doubt.
Okay. Probably so.
Yeah, which everything does.
Yeah, probably. That if you had something, you wanted to protect it because you didn't want your brothers to come in and take it.
Yeah.
Yes.
Shirts.
Yes, Todd.
But you're also a very giving, sharing person.
No,
It's kind of an enigma.
Don't
You're
try.
an enigma. On
Don't
one hand,
try.
you're saving and holding everything, but you also give away a lot.
No, you're a suck up now. No, you know that you came off the top turnbuckle there and got me. Now you want to backtrack a little
Now
bit.
that I think about it, you are pretty much a hoarder.
That's
This
fine.
is dangerous. This is serious.
Yeah.
We should get a doctor in here.
He'd be stopping by your desk
Yes, he
before he got
would.
to me.
He would never even
He'd
get to you.
Yeah. Yes, Paulie.
For what we do for a living in this show, though, and I wouldn't call it an affliction, your quirk with adding things and moving things around does help the TV version of this show. And I'm not just, it is weird sometimes that you're so into it, but it does help from the camera setup and shot.
Yeah.
It could be both.
Yes. I love this stuff. I love interior decorating. I love aesthetics. I love all that.
You should, what if you did your own, like a different version of a man cave room, unlike the old man cave shows where you went to someone's house and said, here's what you got, and here's a small budget to add a few things. And you take their kind of JV man cave and make it the best of what you got with what you got.
You go through their basement and their attic,
Yes.
pull everything down into one room, pile it on top of a desk, and then you're like,
Yes.
ta-da.
There's a show. That's a show.
No, I don't want to do that. I just love this. I come here on my days off. I just walk around and I, take down things and I put things up.
That's normal. We should all do that. We should all meet here every Saturday afternoon. And
Why
just
not?
Walk around the
Why
place and
not?
touch things.
Why not? Even all the stuff out in the other garage there. The poor big German, I'm always like, hey, we got to get this cleaned up. We got to move this. This stuff has to be over here. Why is that there? I had Tyler up on a ladder yesterday, and I said, no, that's a mess up there.
But
And
is it cleaned out or reorganized?
reorganized?
Okay, that's the difference.
Very, very important. Now, I will throw out some things, but it's rare when I do.
I like a second source on that.
It's always that, hey, I might be able to use that. Remember that football machine, the jugs gun that we had?
Yeah, I think Ross Tucker
Ross
did it.
Tucker got it, and it's out there. It's been out there for years. I have a tackling dummy, and I go, you never know. You never know when that's going to come up. Where you go, where's that tackling dummy?
I thought for sure that thing that Ross brought in was going to turn into Flinchball 2.0, but we just never really got there.
No, we didn't. All righty. So not sure what we solved there other than...
Spent a lot of time on it, though,
Yeah,
I'll
we
tell
did.
you that.
Yeah, it's content.
How about that?
Well, I'm going to ask Geddy Lee, is he a hoarder? Because he's getting rid of all his memorabilia, baseball memorabilia. That got to be tough. But he did have a great quote. Geddy Lee said that it's selfish because I wanted a piece of baseball, and I should be sharing that, not keeping it for myself. He said memorabilia should be like houses, that you live in it, and then you move on, you sell it, you move on to another house. That when you are keeping these pieces of memorabilia, he has two baseballs that were the final out of Johnny Vandermeer's back-to-back no-hitters. And he said that should be shared with other people, not in my house. Like the baseball signed by the Beatles should be someplace where people can enjoy that. And I understand what he's saying. And that's, I mean, I have cameras on here so people can see the jerseys we have or helmets we have here. When we had Carson Palmer's Heisman Trophy, Darius Rucker's Grammy, we had those on display and people got to see those and enjoy those. Yes, Paul.
But I wonder if Geddy Lee, as much as he loves sports memorabilia, baseball specifically, is similar with rock memorabilia. Like, does he keep stuff from Rush concerts from 27 years ago?
If you collect, you collect.
But I wonder if he's more nonchalant about music because that's his job.
No. He's collected hundreds of musical instruments. Hundreds. Because I collect cars. I collect everything.
But like, let's say Geddy Lee and Neil Peart and those guys were writing the lyrics for Tom Sawyer, and it was on a notepad. Does it get just thrown in a pile and gone? Because Rush collectors would go berserk to have something like that. But I wonder if they were nonchalant about their own stuff because they did. It's what they did.
I got scripts from SportsCenter. I got the 25,000th SportsCenter. I still have my script. I have my script from the Super Bowl in Minneapolis when I was working for NBC. So I got Olympic stuff that I brought back. Yes, Todd?
Is there anything you've thrown out or can't find that's really bothering you to this day? It's like from that game or that championship.
My college jersey, my wife threw it out. She said, it didn't look like you would want to keep that. I go, hon, what are you doing? So she threw out one piece of memorabilia. She's never thrown out anything since then.
That should have been in the rafters.
That should have been, in our rafters.
Oh.
Yeah, in our rafters.
Back in college.
Yeah, in our rafters. Yes, Eden.
There's an auction that's about to happen in just a couple of days with the singer Kurt Cobain from Nirvana, a bunch of his stuff.
Okay.
And they have like some guitars that he played. The guitars go for a lot of money. They go for a couple $1 million. Ooh. They have some jeans. They have like a cardigan. They have handwritten lyrics. They have all this awesome stuff. One of the things that they have that's getting a ton of attention, though, is what they're calling the most expensive pack of cigarettes in the world. And it's a pack of cigarettes that he left behind in rehab once. And they have
what were they called? Spirits?
American Spirit.
American Spirits?
Yeah. He left behind this pack of cigarettes, and right now the starting bid is at $1,700. But they're expecting it to obviously go for more than that. That to me is such a great piece of memorabilia. Like guitars and stuff are awesome, but there's not a lot of people in the world that can afford that, right? But a pack of cigarettes that he left in rehab is like, God, it's so unique.
Are you interested in bidding on that?
If I had money like that, I absolutely would.
Okay.
Yeah. But there's no way that I could be like, hey, babe, I just spent $3,000 on this pack of cigarettes.
Well, you spent $3,000 on cigarettes in the past.
Cumulatively, I spent much more than that, yeah.
Yes, Paulie.
I'm on the website right now, and the Kurt Cobain cigarette pack is $2,000. See, and I'll chip in $500 if you want to do the
That's pretty good. That's a good one.
The other thing, Kurt Cobain's used guitar from a concert, $700,000.
Yeah.
Jeans that he wore in the heart-shaped box music video, game-worn jeans. I got those at $25,000. A used cardigan, and it's gorgeous, by the way. Only $5,000. I may look at that.
I think he has the most expensive guitar ever sold. Or at least at the time that it was sold at auction, it was the guitar that he played when they taped MTV Unplugged, that acoustic guitar, I think sold for $6 million. And then the guitar that he wore in the Smells Like Teen Spirit video. It's a Fender Mustang. I think that went for like $4.5 million.
But I think the cardigan from that performance on MTV sold for quite a pretty penny.
I think a lot of money. Yeah, his memorabilia goes for quite a bit.
Yeah. All of a sudden, everybody wants to be a hoarder in here. Yeah, want to collect some things, don't
It comes
you?
with bobbleheads, too. You
get a bobblehead?
Yeah, Pat Smear bobblehead.
That's a great deal.
Kurt Cobain bobblehead doll?
Yeah,
I love that.